one of the worst things you could probably do to somebody is like
Okay.
try to destroy their life with something like this. There's a lot of conversations about like, like what does it mean to bully somebody, or what does it mean to stand up for somebody, or like how do we act like good people? And I think that this is kind of the measure of it, right? Like, do you support behavior like this, or do you just stand by and watch it happen, or worse, like propagate it and support it? And it seems like a really bad thing. In high school, we used to fight with like knives, but now you guys fight with nuclear weapons, okay? That's what social media is. Time to drop a doc to like ruin this dude's
Because
life.
like behind the scenes, I told one of my friends about it, and they're like, "That's bad. Why didn't you say anything before?" And I'm just like, "Is it really that bad?"
I feel like some sort of retraction, or some sort of like, hey, like this was a thing, it ended, but like, because right now it feels like this guy's life is on a bad trajectory now with the document.
You didn't get groomed by Cammy, you got groomed by John Swan
Well-
into writing this document.
Oh, but
Like-
it
like you
might
got-
be
you-
the...
I feel like I kind of regret this.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This kid was like 18 talking to... No, hold on. Wait, hold on. I have to check his age again. He's 18 talking to a 15-year-old. So it's like a high school... It could be like a senior and a sophomore. Like, who cares? I like how the guy wrote 18 turning 19. Yeah, I mean, that's typically most 18-year-olds will become 19 years old next. I mean, that's usually how it goes. I'm noticing more and more people treating text messaging / online info exchange as real deal relationships. Is this normal? I mean, it probably is more normal now. But I don't know how normal... I feel like I have to try to do this without being condescending. Like, he says he doesn't want Lizard to feel uncomfortable around him while not stopping to consider that he's the adult in the situation. Bro, he's 18. Are you serious?
Hello?
Hey, hello?
Hello, you alright?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Alright, nice. Nice. So, I should probably say, I didn't write the document fully. It was someone else who don't want to be, like, involved. I wrote, like, parts of it, but it wasn't all me.
Okay, so... What? Why? Why this document?
So basically, right, the girl came to, like, a friend, and she said, like, this feels fucking creepy and, like, a bit predatory.
Wait, okay, sorry, go ahead. Finish your whole story, go ahead. And then I'll...
And she sent the messages, she sent the fucking, like, all the evidence within, like, minutes, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, after reading, like, most of the fucking, like, 220 screenshots, we decided this was fucking weird, like, based on all, like, the context and shit.
Okay.
And, like, kept saying, like, yeah, this feels, like, weird and creepy, I know you're 15, like, but, and then he kept going. And so, like, I'm not trying to say he's, like, a predator.
Well, you
I think
are. Wait, come on. Let's at
Okay.
least own it, right? You're trying to say he's a predator.
weird, like, predatory behavior, right?
Don't you literally have like a tweet that's kind of like calling him a pedophile?
Which one?
The Titan turning into a Titan, the one guy turning into Epstein.
That was possibly an inappropriate joke.
Okay, so hold on. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because it's all funny to me, but you're like, kind of like trying to destroy somebody's life over some like pretty dumb shit. What? So if the Liz person
Yeah.
didn't like these conversations. They're just like, why not just say like, hey, I don't want to talk this way anymore, or like stop talking to him?
I don't know. I think it's mainly just like there's this guy she talks to like a lot, and he started DMing her like after she'd broken up with her boyfriend and like she was in like an emotional place. He started talking to
You're
her.
talking about the beginning of every like fucking high school relationship
Okay,
ever. But okay,
alright.
go ahead. Yeah.
Alright. She like I don't know if she felt weird about it at the time, right?
Well, did she feel weird? Did she say that? Did she ever express that at all, or is she just expressing it now afterwards? Did she say ever to him like, "Hey, I don't like this, or I don't want to talk like this, or this is weird," or?
No.
Well, how was he supposed to know?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But like,
Well, don't just fair
Okay,
enough,
but-
because now you're trying to destroy his life, right? So
the way I see it, right? This guy like, so he knew she was 15, like based on conversations we'd had. Like he went at like the age, like okay, ignore the age gap thing for a second. Fucking.
the age gap could be like two people in high school, right? 15 and
Okay.
18 could be like a sophomore and a senior.
I think it's different when it's like because Cam's in college and like in a different country, so I feel like it's a little bit different.
Is it really that different? They're like 3 years apart. I don't think so. Here's another question: has anything abusive actually happened here? Like, is there any evidence of him grooming or ignoring her saying no or anything like that?
Well, okay, no,
Okay,
Not-
and then my second question is,
yeah.
if I were to start going through these DMs, is she like flirting back with him?
Yeah, but like, so basically, she just said that she started like liking him in these conversations, right?
She started
Like,
what?
Like liking him, like so. I don't know.
Hold on, or I don't know what you're saying. Blanking him? Blocking him?
Liking.
Oh,
him.
liking him. So she
Yeah.
likes him. He's being flirty.
Yeah.
She's not saying no. What are we writing here? What is happening?
Okay. I'll just give me a second to.
Sure. If you want to drag anybody else in to represent your side, feel free to.
No.
Hold on, wait a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. To be clear, my goal is not to like trash on you in this conversation, okay? I'm
No,
not
no.
I'm not trying to pull like an age thing, but like you're a lot younger. I'm not here to like debate you and own you or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just like here's like something that worries me as kind of like an older person, okay?
Yeah.
I was in high school and I was a fucking idiot in high school. And I'm sure that even now, how old are you?
15.
Oh shit. Okay, you're 15. Okay. Well, you probably thought you were a dumb fucking middle school, right? When you think back to how you were in 7th or 8th grade, you think, man, that was cringe. I would imagine, or at least that's what I feel like every high schooler does. Yeah. So that happens. That's fine. I'm not like shitting on you or trying to like make it out that you're like a dumb fuck. But I guess like the thing that's weird to me is that like there's a lot of stuff that happens in high school. Just dumb stuff. Seniors dating freshmen, sophomore, junior chicks that try to get with like college guys because they think it's like so cool to date a dude that's like older. Like there's like dumb stuff that happens. Some of it probably shouldn't happen. I agree. Like sometimes it's weird when you get like college freshmen or sophomores that are trying to go after like high school like juniors and seniors. It's a little bit weird. Sometimes you have like maybe two people are both in like a drama or something, and like a freshman starts dating a junior, and then all of a sudden she's like she's a junior in high school, and now he's like a sophomore in college. Like stuff like that happens. There's a lot of like weird stuff that happens because in high school the ages get mixed up a lot more, at least for me, than they did in middle school and grade school. Like when you're in middle school and grade school, it's usually like 5th graders with 5th graders, 6th graders. That's how it was for me. But then when you get to high school, now you can start to have all these people mixed up. I guess the thing that scares me, or that's a little bit worrying, is that like now you have like stuff that is like normal high school stuff, and like nothing bad has even happened, but you're trying to like destroy this guy's life. Like,
yeah, first, could I
go
bring
for
someone in? Sorry. And secondly, like he did, like before delaying it, he did offer to like send a dick pic and ask for a Snapchat.
Okay, so I don't care, but
All right, fair enough.
Hello, can you hear me?
loud and clear. Hi.
Hi. So first of all, I just want to clarify, I don't think the release of like a document was a good idea, and I don't think that this is pedophilia whatsoever. Anybody trying to word it like that is dishonest.
Okay.
I do think that this is a little strange. I don't think that this is like a completely normal dynamic.
Sure, and I can kind of sort of agree with that. But you wait, just real quick. I promise I'm not doing this just to like own you or anything. I'm not trying to do that. But like, how old are you? Just so I can get a perspective?
17.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll say this, and maybe it won't hit as hard, but I'll just say this. I think a lot of stuff that happens in high school can be really weird. It's like a really fucking difficult time in everybody's life because high school is crazy. There's all sorts of shit going on mentally, hormonally, relationship-wise, people thinking about leaving for God. There's like so much going on. So I can agree that like maybe there's some stuff that's like kind of weird, but like everything is weird. It's like the first time you guys are like fucking each other. It's the first time you guys are trying relationships. Like everything is like new and crazy. But I just feel like it's a little bit crazy to take something that's like a little bit weird and then blow it up on the internet because it kind of like is how you destroy people's lives. Like,
Yeah. I can agree with you to an extent. I don't know how much I agree with a document being released.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to clarify. I didn't know if you thought it was like completely normal. I was just saying I don't think the dynamic is like is that
I don't think it's
normal,
like
but-
super abnormal. Like if somebody told me about this in high school, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of weird.
I think
But, like,
honestly,
whatever.
having it on the internet makes it weird because like I think not knowing someone in real life and starting this feels like odd to me personally.
Sure, but like, so I guess like my original question then, I don't know how far or how much you've been involved in like releasing this or anything. Like, did anything like predatory actually happen? Like, did she ever say no or stop or anything like that? Did anything like that ever happen, or has this just been?
No, well, no, but
Oh no, I was asking the other guy if he had a perspective.
okay, so-
Oh, so did she? I'm not sure. I'm gonna say no. But I'm not. That's more of
Sure.
a not sure.
Okay, the other story that I was given from the other, can I call you both guys? I don't know if we're like using on
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's all good.
The other guy was telling me that it sounded like she started to like him. She was flirting back. It was all consensual. She never said no or like stop or like gave any indication that she was uncomfortable. I saw one DM where she explicitly said she wasn't uncomfortable. I don't know if that was real or not, but she was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm not uncomfortable or anything." So it seems like if he was getting like all the signals from that, then to come out later and be like, "Oh, well, this wasn't okay," kind of just sounds like she changed her. She like had different feelings about him, but then like wanted to destroy him afterwards. It seems like super fucked. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't attest to what was going through her mind. I also think another factor in this is like the vulgarity of the messages. I know that doesn't make it like worse. I just think that in combination with like the kind of weird dynamic.
Well, but vulgarity.
guess-
I mean, if they're sexting, sex and all of that is vulgar, right? It is. It's like that's.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I-
like that's
I-
like that's not. It's not vulgar. It's literally sexting. It's gonna be vulgar, right? It's not like you're. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I just think that's why it caught people's attention.
yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
I
the messages
would
are
agree with
fucking,
you.
like, they feel creepy, especially from like to a 15-year-old.
Well, I would agree to a 15-year-old, but it's from an 18-year-old.
Okay.
Like.
Okay, so I was just informed she wanted it to continue. Okay, yeah, I was just informed of that. So yeah, just
Wait, what do you mean? She wanted the release to continue or the relationship to continue?
the relationship to continue. So that attests to your point. I'm just saying I was just informed of that.
Okay, well, like who? Jesus. Well, like who's? Why? Whose idea was this?
I don't know. I wasn't involved in releasing the document, but I'll probably head out because Matt, I can't really attest to the actual document itself. I'm just attesting to
Okay.
the dynamic. But it was good talking to you. See ya.
Do you have anybody else? Any other document fortifiers that want to come in and support? Okay. Hold on. Fuck. I'm sorry. My demeanor is like because I'm super detached. I'm 33 years old, so I'm like very far removed from all
no,
this. So I'm like
that's
kind of
fine.
laughing, but it's not really funny. It's actually like super fucked up. Like this is arguably like one of the worst things you could probably do to somebody is like
Okay.
try to destroy their life with something like this. And then like I know that there's a lot of conversations about like, you know, like what does it mean to bully somebody or what does it mean to stand up for somebody or like how do we act like good people? And I think that this is kind of the measure of it, right? Like, do you support behavior like this or, you know, do you just stand by and watch it happen or worse, like propagate it and support it? And it seems like a really bad thing.
The Zoomer panel
Okay.
on the wall.
Hang on, I'm just seeing if someone else wants to come on who's
Yeah, sure
sort of
thing.
involved.
No problem.
I don't know. Yeah, I do get what you're saying. I know. Like when I saw the DMs though, like fucking. it's just-
Obama.
I don't know. They felt fucking gross as well. Like he was I mean he was comparing himself to like other people in like the like small fucking commentary community who've been like outed and called like groomers and shit, and, like shrugging it off, like same age gap, which I feels weird, and saying like hang on, sorry. What was he? What was I just saying? Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like if we were to go through all these messages, I'm sure I could find some that are kind of like maybe a little bit weird or like super vulgar or something. But like, again, like, is there something in here like worth like trying to destroy somebody's life over that
Yeah.
Bunk wants in?
Well, yeah.
Yo,
Hi.
what's going on, baby? Hey, how you doing? All right. So to my understanding of the situation, it's the risk between 18 and a 15-year-old, right? I was told by the person in the call earlier. It was mentioned that was a call with the person. They wanted to continue. These were things that I directly DM'd to Aiden. I believe he brought them up on stream, correct?
Yeah. Wait. So then, where did this document come from?
Hold
on. Wait a second.
That right?
What?
Yeah, you were in call. The person created it. Like, how did the document progress to getting made and released?
So are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm curious about like how the document like progressed to being released.
Okay, so basically the girl came to the friend and
Hold
she
on.
was
Wait.
like-
I have to ask a really important question.
Okay.
So the girl wanted it to continue. Did the guy want it to stop?
Yeah, but he started like flirting with her afterwards. Like after he said stuff. Like but he said like he wanted to stop multiple times but kept going.
Wait, hold on, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm very American and your bonger is hard to understand sometimes.
No,
No, it's not your fault.
saying.
It's my fault. So wait, did the guy want to stop like having like a sexual relationship thing or?
So there were times where he said he wanted to stop, but then like a day later or whatever, he started up again.
Was it him starting it or her starting it?
It was him starting it. He instigated all the conversations, I believe.
Wait, was
Okay.
John Swan associated in the creation of the document? I'm being told by multiple different people John Swan had some involvement in the creation of the
John
document.
was
Is that true?
involved. Yeah.
All right. So my understanding of the situation right now. All right. If we're gonna
Oh wait, real
make it
quick
like a
for
clear-
reference. What just because I'm getting everybody. How old are you for all of this?
19.
Okay, gotcha. All right, an adult. All right. I'm just fucking.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm big brain, okay? I literally know everything at this age, all right?
Gotcha.
I'm quite literally ready to take on the world. I
That's
understand
good.
how everything works, and yeah. So my understanding of the situation right now is that it was told to John Swan, Emma, like this group of friends, right, from Liz, and that they all worked on the creation of this document together, and then it was released by Haha Yeah. Is this correct?
Yep.
Okay. So did the girl request this document was made? Was she like involved in the creation of the document
Yeah,
to a
she
high
was.
degree?
Yeah.
Okay, so like was it like still going on at the time, or did this relationship end? She kind of decided, hey, that's a little bit weird. Later
Right, he was
on,
still trying to
and then
talk
she
to
decided
her,
to, like,
and she
make
was
the
like-
document like after that.
No, he was still like, he was still messaging her, like instigating the messages, and she was sort of like playing along 'cause she didn't know what to do.
Okay, here's what I
Oh,
want
boy.
to really know. This is an important question. Why was this document made?
Well, I think there's a degree as well because the guy like made videos on people who did like similar things and called them out. So like,
Called out who? Like, are we
Like
comparing this
people-
guy to like Oni-san or like?
no. Like, you've not heard of Vex's stuff.
I've probably not
Basically,
heard of any of this, but yeah, go
no,
ahead.
you have not. She was. You fucking know, Bunk.
Shut the fuck up.
She was basically she was called out for like basically doing the same thing as this guy, right?
Okay,
he's-
that's not true. The problem with Vex says stuff was that it was between an 18-year-old and like a 14-year-old at some
She
time. I
got,
think
it
that
was
changes
also
it a
18
little
and
bit,
15.
right?
It was also 18 and 15.
Well, there's 18 and 15 was in there as well, but that was not just these whole situation.
No,
There were
but
three different
also,
people
he
who
also
came
said,
forward.
no, I
One of
didn't
them was
say that.
14.
I didn't say that. I'm saying he called her out for like 18 and 15. Like that was one of the things he called her out for. He said that was a like disgusting age gap. He's also denounced people like Paracynical, like set, but like almost the same like age gap.
Can I just curious if I ask you both a question? If I ask you guys
Yep,
what grooming means, do either of you think you have a good understanding of like what grooming is, or could you explain it to
I
me?
think I probably have a good understanding of grooming means.
know
I
a
think
girl
grooming
with
is the
experience in
establishment of a
academic
certain
psychology
relationship with a
and
given
based
Hold
on
on, I'm
research.
s-
She said
wait,
the
there's power
18-year-old
dynamic and the
sounds like an
erection of
abuser
barriers.
with
Wait, I'm so sorry.
psychiatrist.
Hold on.
Right?
My mic just cut out for a second.
Okay. So
Okay.
you want me to say that again?
Yeah, can you repeat that again? Sorry.
All right, so my understanding of what grooming is, and this is the way that I define it, I'm not sure if I'm like 100% on the same page as you, is that it's kind of the erosion of barriers in between like what is sexual, what isn't, between one person who has like more power within a given relationship than another, like kind of using naivety to kind of break the break down the differentiation between normal friendly conduct and sexual conduct.
Yeah, that's actually that's really close, but basically it. Yeah, I would say that like grooming usually starts off intentionally a little bit bad, but it can sometimes change in the middle too. So like somebody might say like, hey, like I could be a mentor and a friend to you, blah blah blah, and then they slowly kind of push it more sexual when you've misrepresented it. Yeah, that's pretty close. Okay, gotcha. Just making sure.
All right.
So yeah, I was curious, I guess, because I read like the short document. I haven't got through all the DMs yet or anything, but like, are there like, is there any evidence that happened, or is there any evidence of like any predatory behavior, or him like ignoring any signs to stop, or anything like that, or is it just because right now? I hope this isn't the case, but just to give you like my impression, right now it just kind of sounds like things were stopping, and then the girl got kind of mad, and she was like, "Okay, well, fuck it, I'm gonna drop a dock on it and ruin this guy."
The guy was still DMing her like up until today, I believe.
Well, but I think the question that's being asked here is, was there like an indication that, hey, I want this to stop, and then it continued on?
Yeah, because if there's not, like, what the fuck was the guy supposed to do?
I don't know. That's fair enough, I guess. That's a fair point. I'll take that.
Well, but now we've released like a huge document, so it's a little bit
The
late.
the way I see it, these are creepy messages between like a guy who like knew what.
Well,
so,
here,
like,
let's
had
be.
the idea the way
If they were both, let's say they were both 18, they're not creepy
Okay.
anymore, are they? Or are they still creepy?
I think the messages are kind of creepy.
Okay, when you say creepy, what do you mean by creepy?
Like, hang on, let me go up. Like,
So
I
I'm
think-
being told from certain people in the friend group that it was that Cammy stopped a week ago. Is that true?
he's like, but the guy like sent screenshots of him like DMing her like yesterday.
Is this like a thing? I'm being told like this by multiple different people, so I'm just like trying to verify.
I
if this is,
think
like, true or
okay,
not.
so I think what happened, he said he wanted to stop the sexual shit, but he like carried on DMing her and like flirting with her.
I'm curious what like
Right.
the carried on looks like, but
And let me find it.
Wait, were these DMs sexual? Because you just kind of said DMing. So were these like sexual DMs explicitly, or are these just like direct
give me a
messages,
second to
like
find them.
between friends? Like,
What, the
what's
recent
status
ones?
of these? Yeah, the recent ones. Yeah.
Hang on, where are they? Okay, so like after like this is a message from like today where like he's calling her like cute and shit.
Right.
well, I mean,
Okay. Good morning. Hello. Thank you for. Alright, thank you for asking yourself. I'm doing okay. So I just woke up. Now I'm just bored. So what are you doing? Not much, to be honest. Just sitting in bed. What about you? I'm just laying down in bed. It's kind of cold, to be honest. How come you're cold? I don't know. It just kind of feels cold right now. I'm hugging my favorite stuffed animal right now. I feel not so cold, but right now, but uncomfortable. Is it like cute? Yes. So I don't know if that's like explicitly like super explicitly sexual.
I'm not saying it's sexual. I'm
there's
saying like
a little
he's
bit
still
of
like
differentiation to be made there, but yeah.
I'm not. I said it wasn't sexual. Like
okay, we
this-
need to get
this
close.
DM from-
I need to get close to the source. Why? Okay, now this document sounds really vindictive. What are we doing
Okay.
here? What's going on here, guys?
Oh
What do you mean?
boy.
It feels like we're roasting a dude's life for nothing.
I don't know. I'm cool with Cammy. I just
I
learned
was
this
cool with
document
him,
was
like-
dropped. I got sent it like by a
Okay,
couple
wait.
of
If all
people.
you guys are cool with him, why did none of you guys
Uh,
stand up for it when this fucking doc is going around trying to
I
destroy
I
Sorry,
just
I'm
learned
cool with him
about
until I
this.
got, like,
This
the
is me.
evidence.
No, okay. I just learned about this. This is
Uh-huh.
my first public comment on it. This
Oh.
is me defending him coming on this stream.
Okay. Damn.
And I'm fine with Cammy. Like at the worst, it's just like a little bit of a weird relationship. But like, I don't know if it's gonna be. If I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is like evil. Oh my, holy shit, right?
Mhm.
That's my perspective on the situation. I don't know. I'm not gonna stop being friends with Cammy over this.
Is there anybody else in the friend group that has a crush on the girl? Oh, that sounds like a big yes. Why did you laugh?
I'm not even a part of the friend group. I just think it'd be really funny if it was.
Wait,
That
which
was
one
the
laughed?
thing.
Believes he does.
Oh, you think? Okay. Damn,
I
you
don't
guys.
think so.
The problem is that you guys are like. In high school, we used to fight with like knives, but now you guys fight with nuclear weapons. Okay, that's what social media is. Okay, you guys are fighting with nuclear weapons now.
I personally have only ever dropped one document, and it wasn't even explicitly in defense of somebody. So
Jesus.
it was just kind of like a recap of a situation. I don't know, dude. It just kind of seems really weird to me because recently there was also a different document, completely like separated from this community, like on a 13 and a 14-year-old. It's like they were engaging. They were engaging in. Yeah, yes, the Woodpecker Willie one. I talked to Woodpecker. I took to Woodpecker. I'm like, dude, this is like this is 13 and a 14-year-old, right? Do we really need to put this on like the internet? Like
that one was fucking cringe.
Like, if anything, the parents should be involved in this, not like the internet. The internet shouldn't top in as like a close second. Like, oh, well, don't worry, okay? The Big Daddy Internet's here to help you guys figure out what your relationship's going on. It just seems so weird. We like just drop a document, like the slightest insurrection, you know?
Yeah.
God.
Well, do we have any other document defenders?
I'm getting a DM real quick. So.
Okay, yeah, no rush.
I don't know. I think we just inherently sort of disagree. I mean, where I come from, to be fair, like, if you were 18 or 15, you'd get fucking beaten up. Like, I don't know.
I don't know the fuck you live, but that sounds like a very dangerous place. I don't want to get out of there.
Yeah, it's just different in culture. Like, I think fucking... I don't know. I think we just disagree. Like...
Well, I'm not saying that it can't be like a little bit weird, right? Like it can be. It absolutely can be. It's not like something that's like, oh yeah, this is like 100% the most. But like I don't know if it was like so weird that it's like it seems like one of those things. Like I'm thinking back in high school, like if a senior was dating a sophomore, it'd be like it would not be like everybody does that. But I wouldn't hear it immediately think, oh my god, predator rape is horrible. Like this person's life needs to be destroyed. That's what I'm saying. But it doesn't seem like there's much of an in between. Like my biggest question for what I don't understand is that, like, if this was weird or bad or needed to stop, why didn't the girl say so? Or why didn't any of the other people involved say so? Why would she keep stringing him along right till the very end and then drop like a nuclear weapon document to destroy his life? That just seems like insane to me.
Yeah, I guess so. I think just again, like in my eyes, I mean, here in like the UK, colleges, like. Cam would have been in like university or college or whatever, and she was like starting high school, I believe. Like,
she's 14 going on 15. That's how late you guys start high school in Bongerland? No way. Come on.
We start high school in
Or do you only do 3 years of high school?
No, we do. We start high school at 10.
At 10?
10 or 11.
Oh, you guys have like different definitions for your school. Sorry.
Yeah.
But it's primary and secondary, which is, yeah.
I think the point though is like that Cammy's at like a high school age, right? It's kind of like it's not that like unusual of a relationship. It's not like some crazy shit that everyone's gonna drop their stuff for. Like obviously, I'm probably in agreement that it's probably not something that I'd say like should happen. Like, oh yeah, I'm totally in favor. Like every single 18-year-old should be dating like a 15-year-old. That sounds like a great thing that we should enforce, right? But like document level is just kind of weird to me. I don't know why we have to like drop a document every single time.
Who else is going to defend the document?
Slightly weird happens.
My running theory right now, without knowing anything and speculating irresponsibly, is I feel like somebody had a crush on her that wrote the document to help her separate herself from the guy, and she's gonna, now that they've nuked that, now he's clear for takeoff.
I'm gonna disagree with that personally. But...
Okay, we'll bring in another doc defender.
There's no shortage of stupid people in the small commentary community. Surely you can find somebody.
No.
Well, who are the people that made it? Where are they at? How did you get saddled with like release? Why did you release it? Wait, hold on. Wait, I keep acting like you're just like a innocent standby or not.
Okay, so I'm being told to bring in Harley TBS.
Don't bring in Harley.
Why can't I bring in Harley?
Bring them in.
I feel like this is something that Harley would hardcore defend. I feel like this is a Harley thing.
Well, who else made it? Who like?
I don't know exactly who all made it. I'm being told a lot of people in the friend group, including John Swan.
Where's John? Who's John Swan? Why do I keep hearing his
name?
name?
Harley just DM'd me. I'm good. Okay, so Harley does not.
I'm asking John if he wants to come in.
I'm so sad. Okay, I'm crying right now.
Sorry, just give me a second.
I'm not involved, and their opinions don't reflect my own. Okay, so Harley
is the one on Twitter going after Destiny. That's someone on my YouTube chat said. Is somebody going after me on Twitter?
Harley TBS? I have no idea. I'm suspended. I've been suspended from Twitter so many times. I got suspended yesterday, so I have no idea what's going on Twitter.
He doesn't want to stay long. He just wants to clarify.
Okay.
What's up, John Swan? How you doing, my dude?
My name was like brought up here like a few times. What's going on?
Were you involved in the creation of a document against Cammy?
That's a
I
yes.
I was not directly involved. In that
Oh,
at
God.
all.
What does not directly involved mean?
No, I mean I saw it. But that
Okay,
was
I found the
the
tweet from Harley. If you want to see it, Destiny. Here you
What is
go.
Harley's tweet?
Harley quote tweeted you.
Destiny
okay?
defending grooming. LOL. I hate these. Oh, it's this dipshit. Oh, I know why they don't want to come on. They won't ever come on. That's okay. Damn. Brutal. Oh my god. Hold on. Wait, do you guys just hold on. I'm sorry. I'm getting information. John Swan, you can correct me if this is wrong. John Swan is a YouTuber. He's 20 now, I think. Last year he called somebody a pedophile because he was 15 and sexted with a 12-year-old who he thought was 13. Is that true?
Well, he never explicitly. So
No, that's not true. There's a lot to do with that situation. That's like very convoluted. That happened ages ago. I do not.
Okay, I'm just getting random shit DM'd to me. So I'm just...
Yeah, no, that was a long time ago. Different situation, very different circumstances. I do not agree with the way I handled that situation.
Okay, that's fine. That's I've done a lot of dumb shit.
Long time ago. Yeah, this was back in 2020, early 2020. No, late 2019, I think. No, I don't remember.
It was. I
long
can
time
actually. I pulled up.
I think
I
it was
made a.
2020.
It was
Was
late
it 2020?
2020. It was
Sorry,
late
my
2020. That's
timelines
when
are
my
off.
video came out on it.
My
so,
timelines
yeah.
are off, but yeah. No, that was ages ago, and I don't agree with the way I handled that situation. So
Yeah,
that
fine.
was
Okay, it's all good. It's all
very
good.
different. Yeah.
Any other document defenders in here?
Was that it? Like, no.
So
I
why
was
is
not
everybody?
directly
So
involved. Like,
why is everybody saying that you were directly involved then? I've
I
got like
don't know.
20
I
different
was
people
not.
DMing me like, dude,
I was
John
not
Swan like
directly-
wrote the document. He was like
I did
the
not do
mastermind
that. I don't know
behind
where
all
that's.
this, okay?
No, that is not true. I quote tweeted it. I don't know. Maybe they thought that was why, but no, I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know why that's being brought up as fact.
I guess like so to reiterate my issue for newcomers in here, it seems like we're trying to destroy a guy's life for nothing. Because like it sounds like there was no predatory or grooming behavior, despite what this dipshit Harley is saying on Twitter. It doesn't seem like the Liz person said anything about like, hey, please stop, or I'm uncomfortable. That seems to be the case. It seems like it was mutual, like they were both flirting with each other back and forth. And then out of nowhere, I guess people are talking to Liz and convinced her that it was unhealthy or horrible, and then they wrote a doc to ruin this dude. Why?
Liz is trying to call into the stream, I've been told.
Can you drag them into this room, or?
I can add them. I believe I have them added on Discord. Yeah, hold on. I think this is their Discord. I'm 90% sure. All right. Hi, Liz. What's up? Right.
Liz, hello. I think Liz is muted.
That
She's
mic
on
is muted.
mobile. I think it fucks up sometimes.
I was muted.
The infamous Liz Lizard. Hello.
Hi.
Well, what's going on? I see we have a doc out targeting a person. Why?
I kind of, I was, okay, so I was hesitant about it because I thought that it was kind of wrong that I was putting it out because like I was still mildly confused on how to feel about it, but I just let it out because like, you know, people kept on telling me that was bad and that shouldn't have happened, but I don't know, I was like confused.
Well,
So like, whose idea was it to make the document? Like, who came up with like, we're gonna drop a document on this?
bro, this is the retroactive trauma that I was talking about. Holy
Okay,
shit. We're watching it in real time.
Let's see.
Hold on, wait. To be clear, you don't have to like name a name if you're uncomfortable or whatever. I don't want to like, I'm not trying to like bully anybody to like out some stuff that you're going to regret later. So if you're not comfortable talking about this or whatever, that's always cool too. You don't have to, but just as giving my responsible disclaimer there, because I don't want a doc dropping on me soon, okay? Or another one.
We can't be grooming out like answers out of Liz, okay? That'd be fucked up. We can't do that here.
I guess like it seems like it doesn't seem it like I understand. No, I don't understand. Hold on. My issue is, okay, I guess I'll reiterate it because I don't know if you heard it. My issue is it seems like it was pretty mutual. Nobody like asked anybody to stop. Nobody said that they were uncomfortable with anything.
Yeah.
And then
I wasn't, like, I wasn't. because I was just, I don't know. I kind of started liking them, and
Yeah, so I don't understand why then. How long ago did this all happen? Also, just to be clear.
March 28th.
Okay, so like last month.
And then it continued for weeks.
Gotcha. Okay, so it seems like everybody was chill and on the up and up, and then out of nowhere, it's like time to drop a doc to like ruin this dude's
Because
life.
like behind the scenes, I told one of my friends about it, and they're like, "That's bad. Why didn't you say anything before?" And I'm just like, "Is it really that bad?" It's like I was confused.
Sure. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Well, damn. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to. I feel like
I have one more tweet from Harley. Harley sent me this tweet specifically to Rihanna, if that's okay with you.
I would really like to talk to Harley. I don't think any of you guys are like the problem here. I think somebody like Harley is the problem, but
I wish I was the problem. That would make me very important.
I don't think he's like a danger.
I'll try harder next time.
Yeah. Can I just give like a random? Can I say some random shit as a 33-year-old, and then you guys can tell me to fuck off, or you like take it whatever. So like this is like my recollection from high school. Okay, it's been 15 years, so it's been a while. All right.
Sure.
High school is like a very confusing, fucked up place. Okay. Your bodies are going crazy. Your minds are going crazy. Hormonally, everything is insane. You're stressed about like trying to pass colleges and or trying to pass classes to pick the right ones for college. You've got like parents. You're trying to figure out who the fuck you are because you're who knows who you are, right? Because it's like the most important identity forming period of your life. All of this stuff is going on, and I guess one of the things that worries me is that like if you feel like you are failing, or if you feel like you fucked up a lot, or if you feel like you're not doing the right thing, that's totally normal. Every single person that you talk to in their 20s or in their 30s will tell you that if you feel like everything is fucked in high school, that's totally normal. Everybody has these feelings. Nobody goes through high school feeling like, oh, I've got it all figured out. That's totally not ever happening. But the worry is that like things that used to be normal, so dating a guy that's too old, sleeping with somebody you weren't supposed to, staying out too late drinking when you're like 15, 16, you're not supposed to, like these things, they happen, they shouldn't happen, and they're dumb. But now we've taken like these kind of like normal high school mistakes, and it feels like we're elevating them into an area where we're destroying people's lives over dumb shit that everybody's done. Everybody's gone through high school and fucked up. So I guess like that's the only thing that I kind of look at this and I'm a little bit, and I don't even blame, I think Liz in here said it, because it sounds like what happened is you probably told a friend, I guess innocuously, about what was going on, and then that friend has this concept in their head of like, oh my god, like that guy might be a predator. And I mean, you're 15, like who the fuck knows what you're thinking? You're like, oh shit, well maybe. And then you start having doubts, and then when you get enough people like around you kind of like making you question that, it's easy to think that some really crazy shit has happened when nothing really has happened that's like super fucked up. And it doesn't sound like anything like really fucked up has happened here. But yeah, the like dropping a doc on somebody is like insanely nuclear. It's like such a huge like potentially life-changing thing. And I feel like, yeah, it's so much different because like in high school, the doc that we're talking about would do like messages in a friend group or some text, and then people would talk, you'd talk some shit, and then you'd move on from it like very quickly, because you move on from everything in high school very quickly, but you can't move on from the internet shit very quickly. Like the types of things that you drop here, and I hate that I'm telling you this because it's so sad, but like the types of things you drop here are going to last for your life. So when there's like documents showing that you're a pedophile or groomer or whatever, and you're like 18, now you actually have like potentially severely fucked some of your life up for what is like pretty normal dumb high school shit. And not even dumb, because I don't think anything that fucked up happened here. But yeah, I guess that's the only thing
I think it genuinely just boils down to like, because where I'm from, like high school is like 11 to like 10 or 11 to 16.
Sure.
Cam is like college. I believe he's only in college because he got out, like he would be in university now. Like I don't know. I feel like it's different personally.
Sure. And I'm not disagreeing that like there could be something like a little bit strange. Like I said, like college kids in the US like dating high school kids or whatever, like it happens. Sometimes it's kind of weird. It's not like, yeah, but like should like somebody's life be ruined over it? That's just kind of the angle that I'm looking at. Because like if I found out that like something leaked and you guys were talking to me, like, oh, I think this is kind of weird, it's not good. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's 100% fair. But docs are like somebody raped somebody or like killed somebody's dog or some shit, That's like, because it's like it's just big shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I guess it just wasn't like. I think we just didn't know how else to like say it. If that makes sense.
I think a lot of the time people are really quick to like escalation on the internet. Everything on the internet is going to be like blown
The
way out
biggest
of proportion.
problem in the world, yeah.
I hate the court of public opinion so much because people are so incredibly fucking retarded. And there are people who will comment on documents without even having fucking read them. Okay, so whenever you put something out like this and you're kind of like selling it as like, oh, this is a big document, like that Cam's gonna expose, shit goes through word of mouth, right? It's just not going to be handled with like any level of nuance. People are going to think like, oh, Cam is a terrible person, or like they're totally redeemable, right? I totally agree. I have very recent memories of high school. I did some like stupid fucking shit in high school, right?
Although I'll be like,
does.
to be like empathetic, like for a lot of you guys, and I'm not trying to sound condescending, I swear to God, right? For a lot of you guys, like these are like the biggest things that have happened in your whole lives. Like high school relationships are the biggest things that have happened in your whole life, and they're like very scary, and like there's a whole bunch of shit wrapped into it. It's like I don't even necessarily blame you for treating it that way because it is like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But damn, the internet shit makes it crazy.
God.
But
I don't know. I've seen so many people get like documents dropped on them, and it just shit goes fucking wild. And then everybody looks back on it, it's like, wow, we were really fucking stupid. Everyone handled that situation in a really dumbass way, right? It's like, I don't know, how many times are we gonna drop documents before people realize it's a bad idea to do? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, guess so.
Well.
All right.
Does anybody else want to come in, or is there anything else that?
I don't. No, I don't think so.
Someone else wants to come in real quick. If that's like fine.
Sure.
Yeah, if anybody wants, I'm cool with it, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been getting sent this DM repeatedly. Liz, can you confirm this is like real? It's you.
Yeah, this is real.
Made the document. I've been sent this by like Mr. Girl, like a bunch of different people. Like.
Yeah, this is real.
Yo, dude,
John
is this
Swan?
Destiny? Crazy.
No, this isn't Destiny. You're in a fake call. This is all a lie.
Yo, what's going on?
So, yeah, them three gave me advice on to do it, and that's really it.
Gotcha.
Swan came up with the idea of the document.
Wait, John Swan. Wait, the guy that came in here and said that he wasn't involved at all.
He was just in call. He said that he wasn't involved at all. So like
No.
Oh, damn, bro. This is
So
just
like there's.
This is just like what happened to Dream, dude. Oh my god.
Okay. I didn't want to say anything because like he said that he wasn't involved.
Okay, John.
But like.
So he was involved with a bit, right? It didn't.
Well, if it was his idea to make the document, I think a bit might be a tad understated.
He mentioned making a document.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he did mention making it.
He didn't like write it or anything.
Well, he didn't write it, but he was
mentioning that you wanted to make the document's kind of a level of involvement, right?
I would say so.
It's giving people the idea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he gave me the advice.
Oh,
this was it. You came to him for advice, and he just like.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
He gave me the advice.
Okay, who's the new person that joined Yale? Was this somebody that wanted to say something, or?
Yeah, he wanted to say something.
I don't know. Yale. I've seen Yale a few times.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
have
too familiar
something
with the guy.
very important to say. Dude,
What did you
know
want
what? Kami is a big fat.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
Jesus.
Well, this is why we don't add call commentary Spurgs. Mr. Girl wants to be added. If that's okay with you, Destiny.
I feel like we're gonna cover a lot of the same ground, but if he wants to, sure.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Mr. All right. What's going on?
I guess I don't want to. It's not my place to tell you what to do or how to live your life, but like if I could impart like one thing that I would request, and again, I'm being very careful because it's not really my place to say it, but I feel like some sort of retraction or some sort of like, hey, like this was a thing, it ended, but like, because right now it feels like this guy's life is on a bad trajectory now with the document. But I mean, I don't want to tell you how you should handle it, but like, damn, because it just seems like nothing happened.
Okay, I don't know. I still think the messages were creepy.
Yeah, but I mean, they're sexting. Of course, they're creepy. Like it's
okay.
Okay, who's ever gotten like their sexting messages leaked?
Yeah, like holy shit! Like I'm 33 of my sexting messages get leaked. Like it's gonna be embarrassing. It's kind of like when people like if anybody ever makes fun of you saying like, oh well, when you flirt it's awkward, bro. Everybody's awkward when they flirt. Like that's what it is, right? It just
really it's just clenching your teeth and being awkward. That's what flirting is, dude. Fuck.
No, not Cotton. Don't fucking add Cotton. Christ.
Yeah, can we not add Colton? I
Do
feel
not
like
add Cotton.
Oh, what's up, Mr. Girl? How you doing, my dude?
Hey, man. Hey, Steven.
Hi, what's up, buddy?
I just want to point out. Wait, Liz, are you still here? Are you still talking?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, there's a kind of weird irony here where you didn't get groomed by Cammy, you got groomed by John Swan
Well-
into writing this document.
Oh, but
Swan's a
it
you
might
got,
be
you
that
got
John.
talked into a bunch of old John, and then he just lied to everybody's faces, saying he was not involved when it was his idea, right? Like, just to confirm.
It
Yeah,
might
it
have
was
been.
his idea. He gave me advice. He told me, like, I'll tell you what you should do. Write a document anonymously, or
How much of it did you actually
or
write
you
yourself?
could. I gave them messages to like write in there.
Yeah, but how much of the document did you write?
I think she said originally
didn't
not
write
much.
any of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he saw an
They
opportunity.
they just
And
gave me some
He
advice.
took the ball, he ran with it, and he wrote the document himself, basically in your name. and
Well,
put it
did John write it? I thought there were other people involved with the writing.
John didn't
Oh
write
no,
it.
no, there were other
Oh, he didn't
people.
write
John just gave the advice.
He didn't write it, but he gave the advice.
Yeah.
I see. Well,
That
what do you
was,
think?
I
what do you
believe,
think?
like-
I
I feel,
gave
like, I feel
them-
like that was a really relevant piece of information to be left out, though.
Well,
This is,
no,
like,
it's
I feel
not
like
that it was
really relevant. piece of
No, hold
information.
on. Let's be clear. It wasn't left out. He deliberately lied about it. But I remember when I asked initially.
Well,
and
lying can be an exclusion of information.
Well, yeah, but do you remember when I
Yeah.
asked, like, did you help with it? And then I think he laughed initially or something. It
Mhm.
sounded like
Yeah.
the answer was yes, but he
I
didn't
know.
want
No,
to
no, you
reveal.
asked-
When I
asked
say
if
that's
he-
a
you asked
really
if he
deliberate,
called a
that's a really important piece of information to be left out. That's
You
what
asked
was
about him
implied.
calling a
Yeah.
15-year-old a pedophile. And so he's,
Oh, and then
so
he
he
li-
said
oh,
he
and he-
didn't handle that well, so he's learning. Now it's 15 and 12, and he wouldn't call them a pedophile.
Sure.
But now, and he's on 18 and 15. He thinks that's pedophilia. So he's
No,
making progress.
that's not happening.
Okay, well, before this gets any farther into the, remember, like, this is all kind of like fun, exciting drama for you guys, but like the other dude who has the doc out is like,
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
I
horrifying.
don't know.
So
I
so
hope I
Liz-
get to talk to him later. To just
So
like,
Liz,
share.
can we get like a final word from you on like what's your
Well,
stance now?
I don't know if we should, like,
What do you
push-
think about all this?
I feel like I kind of regret this.
Do you regret it
I-
like in the way like a bunch of people are pressuring you to say you regret it, the same way you were pressured to say the document in the first place? Or, like what I don't know, just like what do you think?
I feel so confused about it now.
yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think the expectation is for you to have like a super solid answer and like sorting through all your feelings out, right? Because this is going to be you were already confused about the initial thing, and now everything has gotten public and like a million times more confusing. So
I kind of feel like I don't know how to feel about it. It's just so I'm so confused, honestly, to feel about it. It's kind of stressing me out.
yeah, do you have for the John Swan guy? Is that guy like part of one group of friends, and then you have another group of friends? Or are they all kind of like the same group of friends?
I wasn't really a part of like a group of friends. I went to someone else before that. They advised me to go tell Swan about this, and so I did.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel confused, honestly, because like whenever I told someone about it at first, they said that this was really terrible.
Yeah, I understand. Do you ever talk to your parents about
And-
this kind of stuff, or not at all?
No,
Okay, that's fair.
like, not at all.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
just my suggestion is I feel like you should take some time, like an evening or even an hour or whatever. I don't know what you do to like think to yourself or meditate, but like think on like how do you feel about everything, like without other people screaming at you about it. And then after you've
I
figured
feel
that,
so confused.
yeah, you shouldn't. You're not
Because,
gonna.
like-
You don't have to come to an answer here, right? This is stressful. You're in a group call with 5 people. There's like thousands of people listening. Like I don't expect that's not gonna happen here. But like later on, when you don't have a ton of people to talk to and your brain's not going a million miles an hour, like take some time, chill out, think about what happened. Like how do you feel about everything? And then once you feel like you've figured your feelings out for that, write it down if you need to. I don't know, physically writing or typing something out can like help you like sort through your feelings. Once you've done that, try to figure out like what is the best thing or what's the most responsible way now to figure out like remedy the situation, given that we've posted a huge document on the other dude who probably didn't deserve to have one published on him. But that would be my suggestion, is because right now online you probably have like a million different forces pulling you in different ways. because you've kind of become a vessel for either people like me to tell you that you're doing the wrong thing, or people like John to tell you that you're doing the right thing. I think it's really important to spend some time on your own or with like a close friend not associated with this to kind of figure out like how do you actually feel about everything. And then after that, figure out like, well, what do you want to do going forward? Like, is there anything you can do to make the situation better or worse, or do you care or whatever? I think that would be the best thing to do.
You also might want to talk to like a trusted adult in your life. So, you know, if parents, counselor,
I would be, well, the only reason why I said be careful of that is because depending on the type of parent she has, it might be like I was talking to a guy on the internet and they're like, oh, well, we're going to call the police, and now your life gets totally fucked. I don't want to tell you to or like to talk to your parents or not to talk to your parents, but like be careful with that. Yeah, but I would say good luck with that.
Yeah, I plan on talking to Cam later about this. So.
Cam was the guy that released the document.
No, he's the guy who got the document dropped on him.
Yeah, I plan on talking to him.
Wait, he was in the call earlier, right? Is he still in the call?
No.
Cam's not been on the call.
Oh, okay. I thought haha. Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if Cam.
No, the guy who the document is about is Cam.
Oh, okay.
I plan on talking to him later,
Gotcha.
so.
That would probably be
Because
good.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Sure.
It's got me really confused. Because like there's so many people saying that I did the right thing and then the wrong thing. I just don't know how to feel. So.
Okay. Well, did anybody else want to add anything in here, or?
So Harley really wants me to read their tweet. If like that's something we want to end off on.
Yeah, go for it. I really don't like this Harley person, but go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
So. It says.
Wait, real quick for reference.
That a 3-year
wait, real quick for reference. How old is Harley?
Harley, I believe, is 17.
Okay, go for it.
If I'm not mistaken. So, I'm under the belief that a 3-year relationship between a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old is wrong and disagreeable. I do not want Cammy's life ruined. I want Cammy to correct this obviously uncomfortable behavior, especially whenever he is aware that it was wrong, compared himself to other groomers. This is a followed up with, this is my entire take. I don't want to be linked with it or anything else.
Okay, so I just as like a heads up, okay? Okay. I try not to use this strong language, okay, but I will. This person is lying, okay? If you wanted Cam to correct the behavior, why not just message Cam to correct the behavior? The reason why you go public with documents like this is because something really bad is happening and there's no other option. There's no other way to stop it. So maybe you guys are a little bit young, but like when the Me Too thing started, the big reason why it was such a big deal was because there were women that for a long time had trouble holding certain men accountable and nobody would help them. There's nothing they could do about it. But it's not a first resort. Like the Me Too thing and like outing people online, that was supposed to be like all other options have failed, instead of like this is the very first thing we're going to do to try to ameliorate a situation. So if she wanted the person to stop, I'm guessing it sounds like if you would have messaged him and said like, hey, stop, it probably would have happened. But it doesn't sound like that was ever communicated, you know?
Yeah, so the thing is, though, Harley wasn't like involved in releasing the document. It was out before Harley gave commentary upon it.
Well, that might be the case, and that might be true. I don't know if that's true or not. It might be, but the attitude that Harley has is the type of attitude that pushes this type of really toxic stuff forward. Again, if Harley thought something wrong was going on, which is fine, she can have that opinion. And if she wanted it to stop, which is also fine, she can have that opinion. Then the first step is to like actually start telling people, like, hey, you need to stop this behavior. And then if they don't, then you escalate, right? And if then you tell parents, you get counsel, and if they don't do that, then you go to the police. And then if they don't do that, then you go public. You're like, okay, well, you know, this is our last resort, you know?
Sure. It's like a last ditch effort, you know?
Okay.
Because the first statement of like, I don't want to destroy anybody's life, that's what you're doing, right? It would kind of be like if I brought to school like my favorite like type of cupcake, and it was my favorite cupcake in the world, and I see somebody's about to go and take it, and I really want to eat it, and then I pull out my .45 and I shoot this dude in the head and I kill him. And I'm like, well, I really didn't want to kill the guy, but like I really didn't want him to eat my cupcake. It's like, okay, well, there's probably like a bunch of steps in between shooting him in the head and doing nothing that you could have done to make him not eat the cupcake, right? We didn't have to execute the guy, which is essentially what like a public doc like this is, right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, even if it's all clear, it sounds like this is going Cam's way in terms of like public opinion. But even so, it's just like, and for Cam and Liz, it's just embarrassing and kind of traumatic to have your most private, intimate messages you know, sent around by everybody and debated over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think again, like, I don't know, for me at least, there's a different worldview, like, because I just like the high school context or whatever, like, I don't know, that doesn't.
Yeah, but even so, even with your worldview, if it was wrong, you would have just asked them to stop. You'd say, okay, hey, you should tell this person to stop, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
that's-
There's nothing wrong with your view, by the way. Like, even in high school, there are people that frown upon, like, I'm using words. I don't know if you guys have these, like, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, like an upperclassman dating a lowerclassman. Like, some people were weird about that. Some people were like, hey, you shouldn't, like, if you're a junior, you don't date freshmen, or nobody should date freshmen besides, like, freshmen and maybe sophomores. There are people that felt that. That's not an invalid feeling to have, or it's not a wrong opinion to have. But I just think that, like, dealing with it can be done before dropping documents online, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So it's like kind of escalating things. We're jumping from like 1 to 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Well, anything else, or?
I can think of.
All right, well, that's it for me. Thank you all. Good to see you, Steven. Liz, take care of yourself, and I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry to join back, but I feel like you know something.
Feel like what?
I feel like you should know something. I don't know if this was said on stream. So Matt,
Hello.
did John come on here and say he had no involvement in the document?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That's a blatant fucking lie.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a complete lie. And he
Wait.
Hold on.
Are you trying to tell me that John Swan lied on the internet?
No, I'm pissed that he left this to like a fucking 15-year-old to defend.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, actually, now the question is, does John want to come back?
I think I'd like to.
Don't believe so.
Gosh.
And also, was it also mentioned that Cam's autistic? I think that also like adds a little more to this.
A little bit, but I
What?
don't know if that's super relevant.
I have no idea.
I don't think that's super relevant to this, but
Wait, Cammy's autistic?
Oh, Cam was
I
also
didn't know
very
that.
high functioning.
Okay,
didn't know
yes, but
that.
he is okay. He's high functioning, but he's like very. I wouldn't. Would you say high functioning? He's like pretty socially
Yeah.
impeded.
Well, yeah, but you can have like high functioning autism and have like.
yeah,
He's,
I don't think
social,
that that's like 100% relevant to this conversation. We don't have to-
I guess, but doesn't that attest like an understanding of social norms?
It could, but like we're not even at the point to where he was like ignoring social norms, so I don't think it was like relevant, right?
Okay,
Yeah, I
fair
don't
enough.
think we have any indications, like any cues that were kind of given to Cammy to be misunderstood here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the like decision to release this document was like moronic.
Yeah, we had a very similar discussion on my server a little bit ago about documents on the internet.
Okay, well, if there's nothing else that's like directly relevant, I don't want to like keep mounting the stress for Liz because this is going to be like pretty difficult for you. So if that's it, I'm guessing John doesn't want to come back. So
Don't think so.
I don't know why he said that he didn't have any involvement. So
yeah.
I think like you just genuinely like
that's
didn't
just
want to
weird.
like.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess like the thing that upsets me about John's behavior is that like he says that, but like looking through his Twitter likes and everything now, he's like super like driving this home. Like he's like liking a lot of shit about it. He's like trying to cancel the fuck out of the cam dude. So it seems like kind of shitty that he basically saddled the whole blowback on Liz and then is like profiting from it like via social credit on Twitter. It seems a little bit shitty, but
Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we had this chat. I think.
okay, well,
Yeah.
good luck,
Yeah.
guys.
It was
That's
a pretty
nice.
interesting discussion. It was good to talk to you all.
Yep.
Have a nice stream.
That
I guess.
was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh
yeah,
boy.
Nice chat.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Bye.
Yep. Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Jesus Christ. What an ordeal. Do I then I'm not hold on, I'm not saving people. This is not I'm not Oh my god. Hello? hello. What's up?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Hey, yeah. So I just wanted to clear some things up because I actually tuned out for a bit, and then someone else had to give me like the quick fucking recap of what just happened. So Liz came to me with a story initially about everything happening.
Oh wait, that's John Swan, the John Swan.
Yeah, it's me. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. So Liz came to me with a story. She basically told me that she felt she was taken advantage of, and that her friends had opened her perspective and said, "Oh, I was taken advantage of, yada yada yada." I saw some of the DMs. I thought this looks pretty bad, and so I gave her some advice. I said, "You could maybe write a doc," and I put her in touch with some of these other people. And I said I'd help out with a doc, but I didn't really end up doing that. But yeah, that's like what happened essentially.
Okay.
Does that clear it up? Like I had nothing. I was not like the big ringleader of like everything. That is not true. I made contact. She made contact with me initially because I think we are kind of mutual friends.
Yeah, I
And that's
understand.
kind of what happened.
Have you
Like,
guys?
I didn't have anything to do with like writing the doc, or anything. I was not involved with that.
Sure. Have you guys ever played a game called Jenga?
Ages ago.
Jenga.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, like, based on like what I'm hearing, it kind of sounds like that's what happened. Jenga works because everybody is kind of moving in a certain direction, and there's not like one person that's doing it, but it's just kind of like the group conscious is moving things in a certain direction. So I mean, yeah, it seems like that's what happened, but yeah, that's what it feels like.
Commentary mindset.
I think things got lost in translation. And I did, to be fair, I did say I would help out with the doc. I did not end up helping out with the doc really, but yeah, that was probably where the miscommunication ended up
You have been
happening.
tweeting, gloating about destroying his life, right? That's
I don't
true,
know.
right?
I just
Sure,
think
but
the
I
DMs
think
are kind of
it's
cringe,
pretty.
so I think that's pretty much it.
It's probably pretty normal that if you feel like you're on like some righteous path, that like you've accomplished something good, you've been a part of something good, even if maybe in retrospect that's not exactly what's happened. Like I can understand the feeling of wanting to feel like you've done something good or take credit for something good, but
I don't know. I just thought the DMs were cringe as fuck. That's really all.
sure, but like all sexy.
I don't think it's
DMs
a
are
predator
cringe,
or
right?
anything.
Okay, but you guys are calling him a predator, right? That's the problem.
I don't know. I wasn't involved with the doc, so I don't know.
I said he wasn't a predator.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think.
Wait, hold on. The other guy that said
Yeah.
you said it wasn't a predator, you made the tweet, right? You made this tweet, right?
Oh my!
That
That was a poor taste joke.
is a poor taste meme. That is a poor
Well,
taste meme.
it's not just in poor taste, okay, right?
Oh boy!
It's fair.
Okay.
I would say this meme rates about a sussy on the sussy Bacchus scale, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I-
That's fair.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah, damn. I feel like... Okay, yeah. Jeez.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the DMs are cringe. I think that was pretty much it. Like,
Yeah, but like we're
Cam's
not, we
hated
don't
me for a while.
we don't nuke people over like
kinda
cringe DMs, right? We nuke people because they're predators that can't.
I don't know.
Commentary community can.
I think it
them.
comes down to a difference in worldview. Like at the end of the day, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay,
I
so
think
you're-
1815 is kind of like
So
really
do you
fucking
own
weird.
the document or not? Like, do you
No.
own pushing
No.
this for? Okay, so you didn't do the document.
No,
You were not involved at all, except you were involved. You tweeted
You gave
out.
her advice initially.
I gave her advice.
You
and
gave her
then-
the.
I don't want to be like combative because they're kids. Like if you start fighting with it, that's not what. I think that the focus on this one should be on Liz because she's the person who's everything's gotten leaked about, who's like mind is getting torn in two different directions right now, right? This is an unbelievable amount of pressure for a teenager. And then two, probably Cam, the guy who's most affected because it's the document about him. I don't want to get into like these huge back and forth debates over the other stuff, but
listening to the stream kind of changed my opinion a little bit. I would say.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are
I
you
think
at?
I
Where
have
are
a
you
different
at
perspective
now?
now. I don't know. I'm still trying to process. I think, but I don't know.
That's
Well, if you had to decide
Alright.
whether Cam's career should be ruined over this or he should be banned,
I couldn't
would
give you an
would-
answer.
You'd flip a coin.
I'd have to think about it a little bit more, run over things in my head. I don't know. It's all happened very quickly.
But you did it again. You're saying it. This all happened,
I didn't
like,
do
well,
anything.
he
I
was
didn't
one
do
of the
anything.
hands
It's not
on the
true that he
Jenga
Gave
board, right?
advice.
It's not true. Yeah, you're one of the hands on the Jenga board. But
Yeah.
also, this is not your first rodeo. You've done this many times.
I don't know about many times. It was one other time.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I definitely the way I did that was just fucked. So I don't know. that was not okay. So I don't know.
Wait, real quick, just
Long
to
time ago.
check
Yeah.
on it. How old are you, John?
Yeah, I'm 20.
Okay, just checking on it.
Yeah, all good.
All right.
All right, hopefully that cleared some shit up. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that's.
Wait, am
I
I
just
saying
think
Jenga
you
board?
feel
Oh
so-
my god, I mean Ouija board. I'm so sorry, dude. My bad.
Oh, I thought you meant Jenga, like you're pulling the things
You're
out.
pulling the
Like,
things
falling.
out. That's what I thought as well.
Okay, you
but-
know, whatever works.
I guess it
okay?
kind of works as well.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
you
That's
feel
the
like-
beauty of the English language, you know? That's just anything can be anything, okay? I wanted to be an English teacher in another life, so. Jesus.
But John, okay, John, again, this
Yeah.
this tweet where you're rubbing it in his face, saying he
Mhm.
has to go. Now you're seeing
didn't-
public opinion. Public opinion is not going your way, and now
It's
you're saying,
fine.
well, I don't. You switch to a totally non-committal position where you're like, well, I don't know who.
Which
his
is
life
fine.
gets
I think
ruined,
that's
I'm
okay,
with
right?
that.
Non-committal position is like on the
It's-
road
it's
to
okay
changing
if
your
it's
mind,
true,
right?
but it's not okay if he's lying.
Well, but like, I wouldn't expect somebody to flip their mind. He's 20 years old. He's not going to flip his mind in a dime, like in an argument over this, right? Like, I wouldn't expect anybody to. Because you got to consider from his point of view, in this culture, he's approached by a 15-year-old girl who's already telling him that other friends of hers have told her that it's wrong. So what's he going to say, right? Of course, he's probably going to vibe off their opinions. He's not going to be like, oh, no, this is fine, right? So, like, I understand his perspective, even if I disagree, and we would hope that people would conduct a little bit better, but it's not like his perspective is totally mystical, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't explain saying I was not involved at all.
Well,
I was not involved in creation of the document. Let's
You
be
didn't say
clear in
that.
my-
You just said I wasn't involved.
No. Well, if I said that, I was wrong. I was not involved, like in the writing of the document. That's what I meant. So if I said that, then that was
Okay.
incorrect. But I don't believe I said that.
I think that you are sensing the winds changing and are now trying to be on the right side of
I
this.
don't like. You don't think that like listening to this
maybe,
conversation
you could have a change of
like
heart.
open
You
me
know,
up to a
some
different
people
perspective?
can
I don't know.
change their mind
I don't know.
based on
I don't know. At the end of the day, like I'm.
Yeah, but you're not saying you're not saying you made a mistake. You're saying you weren't like you can't have it both ways. If you change your mind, then
What do you
shouldn't
mean?
be
Like
saying-
I talked to the girl. She told me what she had to say. She sent me some DMs. I thought they were fucking strange. And
Okay, what about
so I
this?
sent
What about
them-
this gleeful tweet about how Cam?
That's just a that's like a common meme format. Have you never seen this before?
I have seen the. Yes, I'm not asking about the
Yeah.
format. I'm asking about the content of the tweet. The sentiment that you are gleefully laughing while this person's life is destroyed.
Do you think
If-
someone
if-
could make a joke without like that reflecting their actual views?
Yes, someone can make a joke without reflecting their actual views, and if that is your stance,
sick.
if you're saying, "Oh, I believe this is an injustice against Cam. I just made this tweet because it was funny, but it actually represents the exact opposite of what I believe." That's fine if that's a position you want to take.
You're reading
But-
way too much into the meme, mate.
Okay,
Like,
fine.
way
Yeah,
too
I agree.
much.
That's another position is that you tweet out things that we shouldn't read into. If public opinion sways so that it doesn't line up with what the tweet says, then we're reading too much into
Oh
it.
my
You can take
gosh.
any position you want here, but what you're doing is you're just like slipping away from everything.
What do you mean? I didn't have like. What's
You're
the
saying you
difference
weren't
in what?
involved when you're a bald-faced lying saying you weren't involved.
What
Then
do you
you're called-
mean?
Then
I
you're
was-
called
no,
out by
that's
multiple
not true.
people, including Liz, saying you weren't involved. So then you're like, okay, I was involved.
No,
but,
yeah, I was-
but,
I was
I,
not
but
involved.
this wasn't
I
my
think
fault.
if I can
didn't-
bridge, I
didn't
think
do-
when he says he's not involved, what he's thinking is like he wasn't somebody authoring the document, but he was like the person that
Yeah.
kind of pushed. But it would kind of be like if we ask Liz's friends, right? Were you
But
involved?
you said he was lying too. You said he lied.
I know, but like ultra combativeness, I don't think is like the way to. It's the way forward here. Listen, okay, well,
but you think he lied, like you said that.
I
Or
don't
were
think
you
I
lying, Steven?
I
Were
think
you
it,
lying when you said you thought he lied?
I think it was half true. I think he felt like he probably should have said
0%
something.
true.
Well, no,
He could have just been like, yeah, here was my involvement. Here's why I did what I did.
Well, people were discussing the documents, so no, I didn't have anything. Like that was the whole topic of the conversation, right?
Saying I didn't have anything to do with the document. Did you put her in touch with the people who wrote the document?
Yeah, I didn't. Authoring the document is okay. I'm sorry. I worded it incorrectly. That's my fault. Okay?
It's not incorrect. It's just a lie. When you
It's
put
not.
people-
I worded it. Oh my gosh, dude.
If
Why
it
are you
were a
trying so
movie,
hard?
you'd be the
We're trying
producer.
so hard to like weasel, like do it a little weaselly. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm the weasel here.
okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, John, can I explain Mr. Girl's perspective for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not getting through to me.
No, yeah, I understand. So the issue is that the frustrating part is that regardless of who's involved, there is like arguably a real victim at the end of this. If everything
Yeah.
is as it's been said, Cam is like a victim here. He's gotten supremely fucked. And one of the most important things for for moving forward in situations is for some level of accountability to happen. But something that's very frustrating is sometimes a bad situation will happen and everybody will kind of stand around looking at everybody else and nobody will take responsibility. So then there's no accountability and then nobody really changes their behavior. And then this stuff happens again and again and again. So I think when Mr. Girl sees you saying like, oh, well, I had no involvement, the fear is that like, you don't think you did anything wrong. And then in the future, if another like 15-year-old girl comes to you and she's like, hey, this guy that was 18 was flirting with me, you're going to put her right on the same track. I think it's like the perspective that he's coming from, right?
Steven,
right.
can I just make this clear that John
Yeah.
Swan has 166,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but he's 20 years old.
Commentary, yeah, he makes commentary videos that get 100, 200K views. Like, yes, he's 20 years old, but he's also wielding a pretty big sword here.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, you're like, okay, I just want to make that clear that you're not talking to, like, you know, he's not super, like, green here. He's not,
I think
like
he's,
a little
I think
kid.
I think he's pretty green.
It's both. I mean, that's
Sure.
the problem.
But that is the problem, and that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to say that
Yes.
any one of these people. The joke I made earlier was that in high school we fought with knives, but these guys are fighting with nuclear weapons, right? Because
Right,
we would have done the
I
same
agree
shit.
with-
Yeah,
yes.
but my issue is that like these guys have grown up with like YouTube and social media, like that's the norm,
Yes.
and I think that's really bad. But I don't think it's their fault, right? Like they're just playing into
No,
the
I don't
system
think
that
it's,
they.
I don't
yeah.
think it's their fault. I don't think John Swan is a bad person.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
trying to
that's
say
yeah,
that it's his
sure,
fault.
okay.
I understand it's a systemic problem, but I think that being
You need to make him recognize his
somebody who-
role in it, right?
I want to make him recognize his role, and I also think that now is a chance for him to just come, like, just take a position. Like, if like, part of the problem is that we're all just rolling along with what's happening, and that's like how a witch hunt works, like a Ouija board or a Jenga tower. There's no one individual person who is, you know, at fault for everything.
Which is why
but
that
when
statement that you just made, I think that's why John is saying, like, when you're like, well, were you involved? It's like, well, no, because he doesn't want to feel like that individual person that was like the responsible party, you know?
Yeah, but if this were going the other way and it was like, dude, are you the one who found this pedo?
Yeah, of course they would. But I mean, like, that's what.
And
that's
he would
what,
say it was 100%. This was my idea. So I just,
Sure.
Yes, I agree. In some ways, he's a kid. Well, I run into this a lot. As I'm like, yeah, he's a kid, but like, he's also not.
Do they have a lot of power these days?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like Kim Jong Un.
This conversation sounds really
You know?
condescending. I'm sorry. I don't mean it to sound this way, but.
It's all right. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
It's,
so John,
that's
people are
kinda-
sending this to me as well. Aiden has put out a tweet. If you want to read any of those off, if you want to. This contains direct messages. I'm not sure about the context of these. Yeah, like I don't know. You can fill me in here. I'm pretty out of it.
What do you mean? That was when I found out. Yeah.
So when you found out, you said I have the biggest bombshell in history. What server was this sent into, if you don't mind me asking?
It's just a private server.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't tell everyone at the end. I thought I would, and then I ended up not doing that. But no, it was just when I found out initially. I don't know. It was very shocking because I knew Cam as well, right? Like I was kind of cool with Cam initially. I don't know. It was really shocking. I think that's kind of maybe why it was more shocking as well because obviously I knew this guy. Obviously, even if you don't know him, right?
Right. So would you mind if I just read it out for the stream so everyone can?
Yeah,
You
sure.
said in the server. All right. Sweet. So this is the tweet by Aiden, which these are attached to. It says, "I don't like leaking shit, but genuinely I don't care. I'm not going to let John put the responsibility of this on a 15-year-old. He manufactured the document, didn't tell me what was going on. I let Matt / haha yeah, 15 years old, take the blame, and then lied that he had no involvement. It contains this screenshot, which was apparently sent to a private server. Fuck, everyone's asleep. I have the biggest bombshell ever in the history of bombshells. No one is here to witness it. At here, when someone wakes up, ping me, please." And then next to it is attached direct messages, I'm assuming, between you and Aiden, where it says, "Swan, you responded with, not happening. You will know soon enough." Aiden replies with, "Why? What? You told everyone else?" You replied to him with, "I'm telling the people directly involved. You were not directly involved." Aiden attaches the aforementioned screenshot where you added everybody in a server, or added here in a server. And then you replied with, "I changed my mind," hence the private group chat.
Yes. Like, what is that?
I just figured
I
it
don't
might
know
have
what
some
to
relevance to the
That you're
conversation.
actively participating in the dog pile. So now if you're saying your position has changed, does that mean that henceforth are you going to not participate in the dog pile of Cam?
think that's maybe a good idea. I don't know. I have to think about it a little bit more as well.
Well,
like,
so
I
you
don't know,
might,
this
you
has
might,
happened so
so you're
quick.
saying you might continue, because like again, like if
I
everybody's
think I'm
throwing
done. I
pebbles-
think I'm done making tweets about this. I think I think the meme was the only thing I was ever gonna say. I wasn't ever gonna say anything more. Like that was it.
Okay,
Well,
that
to be clear, I don't think that's true, right? Because if it would have continued for like a few days, you guys all probably would have been tweeting, making fun of Can about it.
No,
Right?
I don't usually get involved. No, I wouldn't have. I don't agree with that. But whatever.
Okay,
It's
sure,
yeah. I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by those screenshots. That's when I found out. Like I don't know. That was really really shocking for me. That was literally it, right? Like I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, well,
I think
Is it-
18 and
yeah.
12 would be the biggest bombshell in the history of bombshells.
just
I don't-
like-
I don't know.
We
The
don't have to
messages. If you
measure
read the
15.
messages, then mate, they're pretty
Yeah.
fucking.
okay, but the
graphic.
messages are always going to be graphic. It's sexting.
Yeah, I know, but
You're right. So there's an
it doesn't
aspect of
matter.
just
It's not even the
anti-sex here.
age gap thing. It's just the messages are insane. That's what like.
Because
They're
it's
not insane,
sexting,
it's just
right?
normal-
All
it's normal
sexting
to
messages are
sex.
really extreme.
You don't
That's-
know Kamai. That's all I'm gonna say. You
No.
don't know Kamai. If you knew Kamai, you would agree with me. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
No, everybody's different when they're sexting. That's why.
that's
That's probably
fine.
why this is so
yeah, that's why I
embarrassing
thought.
for
That's why I
everybody.
thought it was weird. Like I don't know. I just thought it was like insane. That's
Sure.
like that's the extent of it.
Alright, look, can I just say, I think, I still think Cam's weird and creepy. I think fucking, maybe you shouldn't have done this, like, maybe you disagree, but I do think the doc was, like, impulsive and shit.
Okay, you think he's weird and creepy because of the age, or
Well, no.
because
I think weird and creepy is fine. You
it's
can have
just-
that opinion. It's just what is the response, right? Like I don't think
Well,
we
I
need to
just want
change.
to know, like, is it just weird? Is it weird and creepy to sext at all?
Yeah, it's probably that. It's gonna be like when people's flirting DMs get leaked, and people are like, "Wow, that's so cringe. That guy's cringe." It's like, well, is it really cringe? But like, I don't think we're here to change their mind on like evaluating somebody else's sex.
I think I am. I think I am here.
And again, it boils down
I
to
am
worldview.
not gonna be involved in that. I actually have to go, guys. I'm sorry. I have to leave you here. But,
Okay.
hopefully I
Alright,
cleared
buddy.
everything up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. Speak to you guys.
Well,
later.
just
I don't know. I
remember,
think it
when
was
everybody else is
invigorating
throwing
to have you back in
pebbles, you're
VC.
throwing
Thank you,
stones.
Matt.
You know, your voice carries a greater weight than the average person.
Thank you, Mr. Girl, for that insightful information. All right,
Be careful, dudes.
bye bye. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Jesus.
Aye.
All right. So, does anyone have like any ending takeaways for that
Yeah,
conversation?
sexting, like the person you are when you're in a highly aroused state, talking to someone else.
Okay, wait.
who
Can I
also
make
knows
one
you're
request,
highly-
and then you can do everything you want with this convo? Does Liz want to be here for this? Because it seems kind of weird to like talk about like.
kick her,
Wha-
ban Liz from the call.
Not really paying attention, so.
Okay.
Shots fired.
I mean, maybe that's best right now. Maybe it's best.
I'm
going
gonna
to
be very careful with how I say this.
Okay. No, I don't even mean for pedophile shit. I don't care about that. I'm saying for because like having like your DMs and conversations like leaked to it's like already like really embarrassing.
It's scary. The whole
Well,
yeah,
not scary.
yeah.
It's like just like embarrassing and cringy. So, but okay, dude, you know what? You knock yourself out. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I think that yes, everybody is different when they're in a highly aroused state, and the person you're talking to, is also in a highly aroused state. So there's basically no inhibitions whatsoever for how you're speaking. And when you remove those like social niceties and it turn into like an animal, basically, like the stuff you're gonna say when taken into a completely different.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm happy with the rest of the conversation. I don't know if I'm gonna be here with this part of the conversation.
When we read something like this, it's not the other way around. We act like we can take their messages and broadcast them on Twitter or in other public non-sexual spaces and be like, look how weird this sounds. But it's only like, yeah, it's going to look weird if you look through like a peephole into someone's private room and see stuff that you're not supposed to see. So I think that I'm concerned about the just general anti-sex sentiment and like the shaming of people just for being sexual. So if your focus is on the ages, then like that's one thing. If there's a focus on like a consent thing, which doesn't seem like an issue here, then that's another thing. But if it's just on like, oh look, this person who isn't normally saying filthy things, we have them saying filthy things. Isn't that sick? It's like, no, it's not sick. It's just private.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, like, it's just I think 15 and 18 is like strange. I know, like you probably
Sure,
disagree.
yeah. If it's about the ages, that's fine. I just want to push back on the idea that being sexual or having sexual conversations is like wrong or strange. I don't think it's very unusual at all, and they're always going to sound weird taken out of context.
Sure. No, I think I could probably agree with that. If a message is taken out of the original context, which it said, it can definitely sound a little bit different, right? There obviously things that we say are going to be interpreted differently in the different contexts that we see them in. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Do we have any closing comments on the drama? Is that it?
I just like I've deleted the tweet with the document.
Have to what?
I've deleted the document.
Oh, sure.
Hey. Well,
the document's done. All right.
For now, it sounds like case closed.
Well,
I'm happy we got to this point. I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is a nice chat.
Yeah.
All right. Head off now.
Be careful, dudes.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Thank you. See ya.
Yep.
Great.
All right,
Hold up.
see you guys
One
later.
last thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Destiny. One last thing. People are gonna kill me if I don't bring this up to you. Okay. I've had
boy.
people harping me like the last like couple of weeks since you replied to a tweet. All right,
Oh, boy.
about me.
Okay.
People really want us to debate something at some point. It's primarily xenogenders. You replied to a tweet with like somebody telling
Keep
me
hating
to,
your life
debate
then,
the fuck
working
out of
class
me, okay?
Andy.
You want to set it up sometime?
Xenogenders? You know what? Maybe.
Obama.
Since you humored me for this conversation.
Maybe.
Do you if you shoot me an email, do you know how to do that? That's usually where I set my shit up at.
All right. Can you send me the email? I definitely
say
can
Simon
formulate an email.
says.
I've learned that over the
Yeah,
the
DM me on
19 whole years I've been on this earth, dude.
Sure, or just DM me on Twitter and I'll respond there, okay?
I did DM you on Twitter, but then I got suspended, so that
Okay.
DM's not there anymore.
Well.
All right. It was nice being on your stream though. It was a good chat.
Yep, thanks a lot, my duders.
Have a good one.
Yep, have fun. What a just everything. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know what to say. What a world. The Harley girl messaged me to chat, or not messaged me, but I see she's like tweeting stuff or whatever, or in my Discord, I think, or YouTube chat. If she's saying she doesn't want to chat publicly though, but like everything is very public, so at this point I feel like either talk publicly or not. I don't want to sound condescending, but I want to do high school counseling for everybody. That's not what I'm here to do, okay? Jesus. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but do you remember when I joked a long time ago about like I feel like people like retroactively traumatize each other? I feel like this is what just happened here. That we just saw that happen. That's exactly what this was. So it's kind of weird that it popped up so like perfectly. She would like to apologize for arguing, you defending grooming. I went too far with that. Well, thanks, buddy. Jesus Christ. Someone called. Yeah, I saw it. There's an accident. Christ! What's happening in our schools? Shit is fucked, bros. Oh my god. I mean, schools and parents have never talked about this. It sucks too because you can't really talk about this because it's like there's like two untouchable things in the world, okay? Like children and gender identities, okay? Not that we should be touching children. But like as soon as that's brought up, you're like fucked. Because like imagine you want to have a conversation like we need to stop outing predators. Like the optics are just fucked. Like you can never even talk about it. Like it seems like impossible to even address the issue, you know? That Harley girl, I'm sorry if she's still here. I'm not trying to call you out. But like even if every video was good and justified, I get worried seeing this much like righteous indignation about like this is a lot for I think somebody said that Harley girl was 17 to have this much time dedicated to like trying to find and out predators and stuff. Wait, is this Harley? Wait, is Harley a he? I don't even know. I'm sorry. I don't know what the identity is.
I'm going to be incredibly careful. We'll make
He. I've been saying she. Or maybe it is, maybe they go by she. I don't know. They, them, okay? Are these videos basically all exposing videos? Yeah, that's just, to be 17 and being this deep into it is a little bit scary to me, right? Like, even if it's all good, like, that's a lot for your brain to deal with at that point in time, you know? How does this manage to be involved in multiple dogs, have YouTube channels, and go to fucking school? Bro, social life is some serious shit, man. There's a lot of shit going on. I think that YouTube clip in your tabs is you predicting the outcome. I think my prediction was technically wrong, but...
What's up, John Swan? How you doing, my dude?
My name was like brought up here like a few times. What's going on?
Were you involved in the creation of a document against Cammy?
That's a
I
yes. Okay.
I was not directly involved.
That is true. When you have to pause and think for a minute. Involved, man.
No, I mean I saw it. But
okay. What's up, John Swan? How you doing, my dude?
My name was like brought up here like a few times. What's going on?
Oh shit, I'm dead.
Were you involved in the creation of a document against Cammy?
I think that when it comes to stuff like this, I think that it's easy to... There's so much I could say here, Jesus. But it's all like advice for high schoolers, so I don't even know what to say, actually, because I don't know how old most of you guys are. The sad thing is that, like, the Liz person needs to figure out her shit. When I say figure out her shit, I don't mean like she's fucked and doesn't have her shit together. I mean she's 15, so obviously she's got to think about a lot of stuff. Then hopefully the cam stuff can get rectified, and then everybody has to figure out how to move forward because, Jesus. It's easy, you Americans are just weird about all of this. Well, we're not weird, we're just ahead of the curve, okay? So whatever you see coming in America, it's headed your way in 5 to 10 years, Europe, okay? Wait, also, are you gonna lie and try to tell me that teenagers have it all figured out in Europe? I don't believe you, shut the fuck up. The entire thing seemed like a cucked simp wanting to go scorched earth on the guy. Maybe it could have been, but there's a lot of things that could have explained it. Remember, all along the pathway, every single person is feeling like some level of like self-righteousness. They feel like they're all doing the right thing. I think that's really important to explain why it moves in the way that it does.
I can see why everyone loves this. I can see.
How do I call in? Liz is my friend who was used for clout. That's why the document was posted. I want to tear this person apart.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on, but this is why I didn't want to go the full Mr. Girl route, because I think that the important thing is for everybody to figure out what happened and then to understand how they feel about it and then process that and move forward. You don't want to just reverse everybody's anger and now go scorched earth in the other direction. I don't think that's progress. I think that's just more of the same, right? Didn't we learn this at the end of The Last of Us 2? Guys, come on. People like Swan has financial incentive to do it. Yeah, it makes it more complicated.
It's a snake. Please don't even give him time of day.
But like, let's be real, even without financial incentive, like, these motherfuckers would still be doing it. We didn't need financial incentives as teenagers to be dumb as fuck, okay? It came naturally. I'm trying to make inroads with the Zoomer communities. You guys wanted me to fight with the Zoomers. Little did you know, soon I'll have armies of Zoomers that I can sick on people.
I can mention that this game was...